I got married to my on-screen sweetheart, Chelsea, which I got a fun story to tell you about that,
Yeah.
our first kiss.
Okay.
So my wife is exceedingly beautiful, and this was Mike Seaver's girlfriend, and I stole her right out from underneath him. And he was not very resilient. He just rolled over immediately when I asked her out on a date. And I remember meeting her actually on the set of my sister's show, Full House, because she was there visiting somebody else that she knew on her set. But I met her that day, and she asked me to take a picture with her, with a disabled friend in a wheelchair. And my mom was there with my little sister, Candace. And later, my mom said, "Do you remember that real pretty girl that you met on the set?" I said, "Of course. You know, how could I forget?" She says, "Well, I've seen her here before, and she's even more beautiful on the inside than she is on the outside." And she said, "I'm praying that one day you meet a girl just like her and you marry her." Well, lo and behold, years later, that is the girl that I met again on the set of Growing Pains, and I did marry her. And our first kiss happened when, in the script, Mike Seaver, my character, was in a school play together with her character. And we were in this scene where it was like, I was going away on a train. I think it was Our Town was the name of the play. And I said, Virginia or Elizabeth or whatever her name was, don't worry, I'm coming back. Don't forget about me. And I give her this kiss goodbye. I get on a train and I head out of town. And this scene made me panic because I had to kiss this girl, and I really thought she was beautiful, and I was so nervous. Like, I'm going to kiss her, and then I got no chance at all. Because, like, I kiss with, like, the lips of a chicken. And she is just going to be horrified at my inability to kiss her. And so, like, I was practicing in the mirror, and, I was, like, just so sweating nervous. And we got to that scene every day in rehearsals, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we'd get to that part, and I'd say, and then Mike kisses Kate, and then he gets on a train, and I would walk off the set. And she was kind of new, so she didn't know that I was skipping over something that I was supposed to do. But I was saving it for the tape day. And then the final day, the audience rolls in, we're doing it, and I can't hide anymore. And so I'm thinking, I gotta somehow turn this into a joke. I gotta break the ice. And so I said, hold on just a second. And I ran backstage to the first aid kit in the prop department. I started rummaging through it, and I found a tube of Ambisol. That's that gum-numbing gel that you put on a toothache, like Novocaine.
Yeah.
And I put it on my lips like it was like Carmex, like Vaseline, like chapstick. And I came out. I said, all right, ready. And we did the whole scene. I said, don't forget about me. I'm coming back. I leaned in. I gave her a big kiss, just planted one right on her. And she looked at me, and all of a sudden, her lips are starting to tingle. And she starts licking her lips like, what is this goo on my lips? And all of a sudden, her tongue starts to go numb. Her whole mouth starts to freeze up. And she didn't know what to say. And I just said, oh, I'm sorry, cut. We need to stop. I forgot to warn her. This is the effect I have on women when I kiss them. It's paralyzing. And she just looked at me and she laughed. I think that's what set the hook, because we went on a date after that. We shared a mud pie at Red Robin, and the rest is history. But, marriage is so much different than what so many of us think it is when we sign up for it. It's like, hey, you're cute. You like me. I like you. Let's keep this party going for a really long time. We won't be like everybody else. It becomes, the old married couple. But what you realize is that marriage is God's idea, and God puts you in this incredible institution and relationship that is sacred. It's a covenant relationship, not a contract relationship, which is different than most other relationships with people. And it's actually a school where you learn how to die to yourself, or your marriage will die. And so it actually is training you to become more and more conformed to the kind of man that Jesus was, who laid down his life for others. He didn't come to be served, he came to serve. And offer his life as a sacrifice for those who were hopeless and helpless without him. Ultimately, this is the school we sign up for when we say I do at the altar. And I didn't know that, but Fireproof spelled that out and changed that guy from the inside.